Hey Angel, Clint Rawls here with Delta Valves and CVS Controls. Yeah, got a whole shop full of a bunch of these blue electric jobbers. But anyhow, so we're working here. I'm trying to get that glare out. So I've got a 4-inch V-ball here. You can see it shows 0, and I'm at 4 milliamps here. See if I can zoom that in a little. Okay, I'm at 4 milliamps here, and then I'm just going to jump it up. There's 8 milliamps, so it's right at 25%. So now I'm just going to scramble it. So right back here, so there's your positioner, there's your feedback link. There's a 10 millimeter nut that's attached with this lever. You can kind of see this lever has a pin in it. So this is what's out of whack, showing 16%. I'm gonna adjust this thing to negative, let's see, negative 16.5 is what you have. Yeah, it's about as close as I can get. Negative 16.4. Man, this video is blurry. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna, for grins, I'm gonna go to 25%. Man, that's weird because this one goes to 25. Let me see. I wonder if it's, oh, I bet it's stroking counterclockwise on yours because yours is left-hand mount. So it would be this direction. So 16.7 at 0%. And it barely moves at 25%. Shows it's 25% open, but it's barely moved. I'll bring you up here. So that's closed. That's 25%. That's nowhere near. There's 50%. Okay, so I think what might be happening is I'm wondering, I'm going to take this thing back to 4. There's 4 milliamps. It's going to go to about 16 something. I'm just going to loosen this arm completely off to where it doesn't move with it. Just want to see what it does. If it'll. Okay, so with the arm completely disconnected, I'm going to 25%. So this arm is loose, so it's no longer turning, giving the positioner any kind of feedback. And you'll see it right here. I'm just going to go to 25%. It's going to go full stroke. See, this isn't moving at all. And because it's not moving, the positioner is still trying to drive signal, so it just sends it 100%. And it goes wide open. Okay. I'm going to tighten this back up at 0 or near 0. Okay. So now, I'm not exactly sure what yours is doing because I can't reproduce it here. But with any signal on it whatsoever, so long as this screen is powered up, you've got an old school enter button. It's like a down arrow pointing left. If you press and hold that, it'll pop up and it'll say calibrate. Or you can, if it doesn't, you can scroll through the menu using the plus button. or the minus button till you get to calibrate, and then just press that same enter button. It'll say single, press enter again. Sorry, let me back out. So calibrate, enter. Get to, after you go to calibrate, go to auto 2. Man, focus camera. Auto 2, and then just hit enter. And then it's gonna sit there. It's gonna go full stroke. And what it's doing, it's finding its stops. So when it goes full stroke and hits a stop, it says, okay, that's 100%. Comes all the way back against the stop and says, okay, that's 0. And then it's gonna find 50%, and it'll say, okay, there's 50, so your screen reads correct. And then it'll flutter around for a little bit, and it's basically measuring the hysteresis of the valve. So like the packing friction, the valve friction, and it's compensating so that the valve doesn't start to oscillate and jump uncontrollably. The larger the valve, or the larger the volume of the actuator, the longer it takes. An 8-inch, I would presume it would take, let's say 3 minutes. Should be about it. See, now it's starting to go open a little, and then it's going to track back a little. Now it's going towards 50%. It's going towards 100. It stopped there. So it's literally hunting around and stopping and going, and it's just measuring the friction of the valve. It's close to being done. So it basically is going to go through all these scans. Like right now it's at 49.7%, so it's going to jog right there around 50%. And now it says complete. So now that it's complete, I'm going to hit 25%. I'm going to escape. Now we can see the screen here. I'm going to hit 25%, 25.2, 50%, 49.9, 75%, 75.2, 100%. Is right at 100%. So if you would for me, first things first, let's check this nut. While you got power on the instrument, you can see the output. Let's loosen that nut and try to turn this back to where it's near 0. Doesn't have to be perfect. You know, 0.2 positive, 0.2 negative is not going to make a big difference, as long as it's 0.2. But yeah, adjust that till you get to 0 or plus or minus 0.2, and then check calibration. If that works, that works. If not, like I said, just hold that enter button down. It'll come up, say calibration, hit enter, find your way to auto cal. I wish you could see that screen, but auto cal 2, and then all you gotta do is hit enter. Boom. say it's finding in position. It'll start stroking, and it just runs through an auto cal, and everything should work good. If for some reason this thing won't go full stroke, more than likely it could have something to do. I don't think yours was ordered with a gauge, but it would have something to do with the supply pressure. They need to have 35 pounds of supply in order to operate. So worst comes to worst, that's you know, the secondary culprit would be that supply pressure. Anyhow, if you got any questions at all or want to troubleshoot over the phone, just feel free to give me a shout, and yeah, we'll go from there.